Good morning and Happy New Year, and welcome to Tuesday Tips Cut the Gibberish. Come on in. I'm excited to be here with you today. I'm Lisa DeToffol. I'm the host of Tuesday Tips Cut the Gibberish, and we are part of the Relationship Communications networking community over on Facebook. So if you're not a part of Relationship Communications, I invite you to head over to Facebook and go ahead and join and become a member. There's a lot of things that go on in the group. We have live trainings every week, multiple times a week. Also, we are streaming in other places as well. So if you are watching us on YouTube, I invite you to go ahead and click the subscribe button or ring that bell so that you can be notified every time that we do go live. So if you are joining me live today, please say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. And I would love to hear that. And today we're going to talk about a few networking tips on Tuesday Tips Cut the Gibberish. Networking is maybe a goal you have set for 2025 to do more networking and meet more new people. And that is wonderful. That's a great way to grow your business. So I'm going to give you a few tips around networking today. So the action of networking is easy, especially when you know step by step what to do. But our mindset can make it difficult and create barriers to our success. We've talked about mindset before, and mindset, is a big thing in business, and you have to be in the correct mindset to accomplish various different tasks, whether it's networking or something else, right? So networking is an inside job. Introverts would define networking or telling others about their business as being icky, bugging people, selling, or sounding spammy. But we don't want to be any of that, right? But that's because they're missing the point. Most business owners offer the solution to someone's problem. Whatever it is that you have to offer, a service, a product, whatever it is, it's a solution to somebody's problem, right? And they aren't the ones in need. The client or the customer is, right? So you, the business owner or the professional, when you go out networking, you're not the one that's in need. It's the client or the customer. It's the people you're talking to. They may need what you have to offer, or they may know someone that needs what you have to offer, right? So hiding their superpowers of organization, observation, focus, curiosity, listening, and detangling problems makes it about themselves, not the people they could serve and help. This contradicts the heart of a business owner who deep down is a natural helper, right? All of us that are entrepreneurs and business owners, we want to help others that need what we have to offer. Like I said, whether it's a product, a service, whatever it is that you have to offer. There's someone out there that needs what you have to offer, right? So let's start with the definition of networking and clear up any misunderstandings. Networking is the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. There's nothing icky about it. There's no selling involved. None whatsoever. And we'll read the definition again. Networking is the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. That's all it is. You're not trying to sell somebody something right there on the spot. You're not trying to get hired right there on the spot. It's not what you're there for. You're there to introduce yourself to other people. Let them know who you are and what it is that you do. Okay? Sharing information is what you're doing. Okay? That's it. That's all you have to do is share information with others so they know who you are and they know what you do. Networking is not selling. It's not trying to impress someone. It's not about being perfect. It's talking to people about what you do professionally. And that's it. So take the pressure off yourself. I get it. I've been there. I've been in your shoes, new in business, new at networking, all the things. I've been there. And I know what it feels like because I felt the same way when I first started my business and first started networking. It felt icky. It felt like, when it was time to go to, especially an in-person networking event, it was almost like I felt sick. I didn't want to go because I was afraid I was going to do something wrong, say something wrong, or what have you, right? But I went anyway. Now, did I extend my stay? No. Was I one of the top people everybody wanted to talk to? No. Was I one of the ones that kind of tried to hide in the corner? Yes, that was me. That was me. Now, today, when I go out networking, is that what I do? No, it's not. But in the very beginning, yes, it was. Because I had not learned all these tips and tricks to help me network better or be a better networker, okay? So I'm going to share a few things that you should do when you're networking, okay? Or I'm sorry, things you should not do when you're networking. And I'm guilty of some of these, and I'm sure some of you may be as well. So here are a few things you should not do when you're networking. Stay silent in a conversation. Don't let the other person do all the talking. You want to talk as well and be able to share your information. Share who you are and what it is you do. Okay? Wasting time with unhelpful information. Don't share too much. You're not there to talk about your family, your children, your dogs, your cats, whatever. That's not what you're there for. So share your business information, right, about what you do, and that's it. Stop talking. So don't overshare, because when you overshare, you're going to start confusing the person you're talking to. They're not going to remember who you are, and they're not going to remember what it is you do when you start oversharing too much information. Now, if y'all want to have another conversation outside the event and get to know each other a little bit better on a personal level and talk about your dogs, your cats, your children, etc., that's fine. But at that networking event, you are there to network as a professional. Share about your business. Tell them who you are. Tell them your name. And then what it is you do. What your business is. What you do. Right? Okay? Next tip. Asking for a job or work. Do not do that. Just totally do not do that. Now, that's something I've never done. I have overshared. And I have stayed silent in a conversation in the very beginning when I started networking. I have done those things, so I'm guilty of those. But asking for a job or work, no, I've never done that. That makes it even ickier to me. Especially if you're just starting to network and you're already feeling icky about going to an in-person networking event, don't ask for a job or work. Just don't do that, okay? The next one is failing to follow up after the event with those you just met or would like to get to know better. Always follow up. And if y'all follow me on social media, you see that I post about follow-up every single Friday. So my thing is follow-up Friday. Every Friday, I do follow-up. And if it's something that you don't do on a regular basis or you have a hard time remembering or whatever to do it, if it's not something you practice on a regular basis in your business, you need to. Whether it's Friday you set aside to do your follow-up or whether it's another day of the week, set aside a specific day and time every single week to do some follow-up. Maybe you didn't attend a networking event. That's okay. Follow up with people that you have met on an online event, or you should have a list. I've talked about this before, of making a list of those you meet at networking events, like on a spreadsheet or whatever. So if you haven't attended a networking event, that's specific. Say this week you're not attending a networking event. It's the first full week of a new year. Maybe you don't have time. to attend a networking event this week. And that's okay. But you should have a list of those you networked with last year. Go back and follow up with some of them. Pick 5 to 10 people off your list that you have networked with in the past and follow up with them. You should always have a list to fall back on of people that you have met, whether it's networking or what have you. In a networking group like relationship communications, maybe you have had a one-on-one with some of the members last year in the group, and that's wonderful. Well, follow up with them. Have you had a second conversation with them or just that first coffee chat? Follow up with them. See if they would be interested in having a second conversation. It's a new year. People have new goals. They may be taking their business in another direction. Things could be changing within their business. That's information you need to know about in order to support them properly or refer them properly, okay? So yes, coffee chats are important after you initially meet new people. But that's not the only time you should ever talk to them. You need to follow up with them on a regular basis and at least once or twice a year have another coffee chat with them. See what's new in their business or in their world, right? See how you can better support them, right? So those are important, guys. So those are some networking tips for you to get started with the new year. Best of luck with your networking efforts for 2025. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to have a conversation, or you can post them in the comments below and I'll answer them for you. And speaking of networking, I also want to invite you to the Networking Method Launchpad that actually starts tomorrow, January 8th. It's a training all around networking. There's a lot of tips and information shared that would be very beneficial for you as you are starting, if you're just starting your networking efforts for sure, or maybe you're starting a different path of networking for 2025, whatever that looks like for you. I invite you. It's a free event. It's a 3-day event. You may want to put the dates on your calendar. Day 1 is January 8th, which is tomorrow. And there's a lot of great stuff that you can learn about networking, around networking in this 3-day event. There's prizes involved as well. So you definitely want to sign up and come join us. I will, under this video, put the link to sign up for the 3-day event. You do have to sign up in order to participate because the event takes place in a private Facebook group. So if you don't sign up, you will not get invited to join the Facebook group. And you definitely want to do that so you don't miss out on anything. If you can't join live, that's okay. You can catch the replays after the session has taken place. There's also a workbook involved that will help you with the information that we're learning and discussing. So do make an effort to sign up for this. I think it would be very beneficial for you, especially if you have not done a lot of networking in the past, and that is one of your goals for 2025. So if you have any questions around anything I shared today, please reach out or post it in the comments below. And Happy New Year to everyone, and I will see you again soon.